Welcome back to Diary of a Speed Reader. Today's book is The Authentic Life by Ezra Bayda, and I'm giving it 5 stars. This book's subtitle is Zen Wisdom for Living Free from Complacency and Fear, and it uses meditation and mindfulness to describe how you go about doing that. Regardless of what religion you are, even if you're not religious, there are so many takeaways. So if you feel like you're just starting out on your spiritual journey, this might be a little bit harder to digest, but I really loved this book, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. But first, if you've enjoyed Diary of a Speed Reader and want to continue to hear about the books, please join my YouTube channel. You can either go to the link that's in my bio, or alternatively, just go to YouTube and type in Diary of a Speed Reader, and I should come up, and you can just then bloop, subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. Now let's get into the 3 things that make this book so incredible. And the first thing has to do with this idea that fear and most of the negative emotions come from a place where the belief is that time is infinite. Now, you may feel like that sounds crazy. Of course, I know time is not infinite. The opposite of that is the belief that we are on this path and that there are lots of opportunities, and then there are lots of these kinds of experiences. Understanding what that is, the relationship of all of that, is extraordinarily difficult. And that brings me to point 2. The reason I think he does a great job of not minimizing the fear, anxiety experience is he talks about the process of getting over it. The framework that he uses is this idea that there are components. There's the actual what happened, and then there, what I'm going to call, my words, the emotional component, which has both the feelings you feel and then also the degree to which you allow it to continue, the thoughts that surround it, all of the extra dialogue. Again, this does not minimize trauma. In fact, he's saying this is the hardest thing. Controlling those thoughts, not ignoring them, not forgetting them, not negating them, but controlling the degree to which they're allowed to express themselves. Being honest about the expression of them, but not letting it become your narrative. It's the thing. It is the hardest thing. And that's what meditation and mindfulness is for. And the third thing, which is the culmination of everything but is a shorter part of the book, is this idea that happiness is not a goal. It's the actual journey itself. And that's why things like meditation, things like mindfulness, if you're of a different religion, it might be prayer. If you're not religious at all, it's this idea of letting your mind go blank. In those blank moments, nothingness, stillness, spiritualness, whatever you want to call it, we experience ourself, and we realize that it's the choices that we make that have all of the impact on the moment to moment to moment. That's what happiness is trying to do the best we can to achieve that in each moment. I think that's really the beauty of mindfulness. It really crosses religions, it crosses belief system, and it's this idea that we both have more control than we think, and also we didn't need that control in the first place to experience a beautiful and amazing life. And that's easy to say in some circumstances. I get it. That's the challenge of each individual person's journey, and it's hard, but it's amazing at the same time. Speed reading stats, this book is 170 pages. It took me 27 minutes to read. Thanks to the New York Public Library, especially in this current period of quarantine, I'm really appreciating how much access I have. I'm very blessed to live in New York for all the other things that are going on. Thank you to everyone for liking, sharing, commenting. If you'd like to learn to speed read, comment below. I'll totally come back to you with some details. And I will see you tomorrow.